What's going on, sports cars fans? Ray from Philly here. It is Thursday night, May 25th, and I want to show a pickup for one of my set registries called the PSA Future Hall of Fame Set Registry. This is a set registry for players that aren't in the Hall of Fame yet, that members of PSA and groups in PSA have voted on, that they feel that these particular players do have a shot in the near future of getting in the Hall of Fame. So, without further delay, I'm first going to show you the set registry. And let's bring that up right now. And here it is. So this is the PSA Future Hall of Fame set registry. Just to give you a close-up of some of the cards that are on here, the 63 Topps Pete Rose rookie. And by the way, these are rookie cards. 64 Topps Dick Allen, 70 Topps Thurman Munson, 74 Topps Dave Parker, 77 Dale Murphy, 78 Topps Lou Whitaker, 84 Fleer Update Roger Clemens, 85 Topps Mark McGwire, 86 Fleer Update Barry Bonds, so forth and so on. I recommend going in there to check this set out. This way, if you're trying to pick out players and speculate who you feel has a shot at the Hall of Fame, this is a pretty good guide of players and members of PSA and the PSA groups that have voted on. So I showed you guys recently two new players that are currently playing that I picked up recently, and one was the 2011 Topps Manny Machado and the 2013 Topps Update Nolan Arenado rookie. This one is for none other than Billy Wagner. Now, I'm going to show you, let's get a close-up here of a Billy Wagner rookie card that I picked up a few years ago. And this is the 1994 Bowman's Best Billy Wagner in the PSA Gem Mint 10. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. So this is a card that I picked up because I felt years ago that he had a really good shot of getting into the Hall of Fame. And this is the card that I really thought that PSA was going to pick, was the Bowman's Best. Well, I was wrong. And at the time when I bought this card, Billy Wagner wasn't on the PSA Future Hall of Fame set registry. PSA members did vote on him to get into the Future Hall of Fame set registry. But to my surprise, they didn't pick the Bowman's Best, which is a pretty expensive card. And it took me years to find that Bowman's Best in the Gem Mint 10. So instead of picking the Bowman's Best card to go into the Future Hall of Fame set registry, they picked this one, which is the 1994 Bowman paper. So the Bowman's Best is the one that I originally bought, and I bought that in the Gem Mint 10. I haven't been able to find a 1994 Bowman in a PSA 10. This was the highest grade I've been able to find, is the PSA 8. So here is the Wagner rookie PSA 1994 PSA 8, 1994 Bowman PSA 8. This is the card that is in the Future Hall of Fame set registry. This is the one that I bought a few years ago, the Bowman's Best, over here in the Gem Mint 10. But this is the one that's going to represent, if he does get in, he will move from the Future Hall of Fame set registry to the post-war Rookie Hall of Fame set registry. So even this card in a 9 is going for about $180, $190, and the 10 is insane. So this is a more valuable card, the Bowman's Best, but I just got this in an 8. I really didn't care too much about the grade. I just wanted to be able to have this rookie for if and when he does get inducted into the Hall of Fame. So that's the 94 Bowman Billy Wagner rookie. So now let's go. I wanted to go over Wagner's career. And I'm bringing that up here on Baseball Reference. So as you can see here, he was a 7 times All-Star, Rolaids Relief Man Pitcher of the Year. He started his career in 1995 with the Houston Astros, played until 2003. Then in 2004 and 2005, pitched for my Phillies. In his first year at the Phillies in 2004, had 21 saves, and then he had 38 saves. Then went to the Mets for about 4 years and finished his career in 2010 with the Atlanta Braves. And in his last year with the Atlanta Braves, picked up 37 saves. So here's the thing I feel with Billy Wagner. Here's a relief pitcher that finished twice in the top 10 in Cy Young voting. In 1999, he was finished fourth, and in 2006, he finished sixth. And this is a relief pitcher. Not only did he finish twice in the top 10 in Cy Young, but he also finished twice in the top 10 in MVP, and that's a relief pitcher. So, and he did this all the while long in the steroid era. So, and probably the toughest era ever in the history of baseball is during the steroid era. And here he goes and he dominates in the 90s and early 2000s by finishing twice in the top 10 in Cy Young and twice in the top 10 in MVP. Also, his strikeout per nine is 11.9. 11.9 strikeouts per every 9 innings for a relief pitcher. So now I'm going to go to the career leaders in saves and give you guys a closer look at that. And just, I want to just go over these leaders here right now. As you can see, Billy Wagner is ranked 6th all time in career saves. First is Mariano Rivera with 652. Second is Trevor Hoffman with 601. Third is Lee Smith with 478. Fourth is Francisco Rodriguez, 437. Fifth is John Franco with 424. And then here comes Wagner at 6. Wagner is second all time for left-handers. I mean, John Franco's first, and then Billy Wagner. Now, altogether, there's not that many pitchers, relief pitchers, that are in the Hall of Fame. I mean, let's take a look. You have Rivera, that's 1. Hoffman, that's 2. Smith, that's 3. Eckersley is 4. Raleigh Fingers is 5. After that, then you have Rich Gossage is 6. Bruce Sutter is 7. And then below Bruce Sutter is, I think, Hoyt Wilhelm is 8. And John Smoltz, but John Smoltz was a combination starter and reliever. So was Eckersley, but Eckersley got a lot of saves. So there's only 8 pitchers, relief pitchers, in the Hall of Fame. So I think the Hall of Fame really needs to start adding a couple more relief pitchers. And Billy Wagner, to me, definitely is one of them. Now look at this list. He's 6th all-time in saves. Of the 5 guys ahead of him, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, in my opinion, of the 5 guys ahead of him, there's only one of those 5 relief pitchers that are ahead of him that I think is better than him, and that's Rivera. I think he's the second best all time after Mariano Rivera. I think he's better than Hoffman. I think Lee Smith. Smith was intimidating, was a 2-inning closer, was great, but come 9th inning, I'd rather take Wagner. He's better than Francisco Rodriguez and John Franco. So Wagner needs to be in. So let's go take a look now at, let's go back to his career stats. And if you go back to his career stats here, let's go to the Hall of Fame first of all. Now, down here in the Hall of Fame, you see that he's been on the ballot, the BBWA ballot, 8 times. Got off to a really slow start. In 2016, 10.5%, 17, 10.2%, 18, 11.1%, 19, 16.7%. Then all of a sudden in 20, made a huge jump to 31.7%. And since then, it's just been climbing every year. 2021, 46.4%, 2021, 51%. And in the past year, 2023, 68.1%. So he's only 7% away from reaching the 75% milestone to get into the Hall of Fame. So he's got 2 years left on the BBWA ballot. In 24 will be his 9th year. And I do think he'll make the jump to get to 75. Even if he doesn't, he'll get very close to it and definitely should get in his 10th and final year. If you look at the Hall of Fame monitor, likely Hall of Famer is 100. He's a 107. I mean, everything. If I let's go back to the career numbers. If I had anything to say negative maybe about why he's not in the Hall of Fame, if you look at the top 6 members in the Hall, or all the relief pitchers that are in the Hall of Fame, every one of them's thrown more than 1,000 innings pitched. If I had to say anything that's reason why it's held him up, is if you look at his innings pitched is 903. He would be the first relief pitcher to be inducted in the Hall of Fame with less than 1,000 innings pitched. So if I had anything to say as one of the reasons why I feel he's not in yet is the innings pitched, which is below 1,000 innings. Mariano Rivera, 1,283 innings. Trevor Hoffman, 1,089 innings pitched. Eckersley, 3,285, but that's because he was also a starter. Raleigh Fingers, 1,701. Rich Gossage, 1,809. Bruce Sutter, 1,042. And you go all the way down to Hoyt Wilhelm, 2,254. They all have over 1,000 innings pitched. If there's anything that's probably holding him up, it's the innings pitched, which he has 903. So other than that, I really feel 422 saves, 6th all time amongst relief pitchers. So I'm showing both of the cards. This was the 1994 Bowman's Best Rookie that I picked up a few years ago, probably I'm going to say maybe 5 years ago, and I only paid maybe $25 for this. And I remember doing the video for this, telling everybody you should pick up the Billy Wagner rookie. But I thought it was going to be the Bowman's Best. I really, really thought this was the card to get, was his Bowman's Best. But it's not. It's this one. So if you go to the Future Hall of Fame set registry in PSA, this is the card that's in the Future Hall of Fame set registry. And if he does get inducted, this will be the card that will be put into the Future Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, not the Future, the Post-War Rookie Hall of Fame. So there you have it. This is the 1994 Bowman Billy Wagner Rookie PSA 8 for the Future Hall of Fame set registry. I appreciate all your likes and comments. I'll be back tomorrow night, guys, for another Friday night vintage. Picked up 2 more Willie McCovey Topps cards for the PSA Topps run for Willie McCovey. All right, guys. See you tomorrow night. Like I always say, have fun with it. See you real soon. Bye-bye.